Alright, today, just as a little extra thing, I'm going to be going over my reactions, well, thoughts and opinions really, to this new Pokemon Scarlet and Violet trailer. This came out a little bit ago, but, you know, I figured you'd go over it. I have played Pokemon games on this channel at least, so, yeah. So this is the official one. Obviously, you get to see a little bit more of the costumes. Clearly, this is a like I mean, they're pretty obvious that this is sort of Italian, Spanish style, Southern European, Mediterranean style. Uh, that Poke Center looks a lot. Presuming that is a Poke Center, it looks a lot like a gas station, which I think is very funny. Because I've never thought of it that way, but that's probably a good way to think of it. Okay, so we're going for this like sort of obviously a little bit medieval. Um, it's it's scarlet because it's like an orange, and violet is grapes. Okay, that makes sense. I mean, the violet grapes thing, like grapes are that color. That's wine. That's traditional. I don't think scarlet works as well with orange, but we're getting a cool little. I'll go back a little bit so that the This okay, so it looks like we've got like at least one mountain, big mountain with a waterfall in the distance, seaside. That looks like Stonehenge in the bottom there. Big tower in the middle. I don't know. We'll see more of this. I really like the logos. The logos are very good. Okay, so obviously Chad. Um, so they're doing two professors this time, which is weird. Because does that mean you only get one of them depending on the game you choose? We really know nothing. All we know is that there are two. I'm very sad. As far as I can tell, these are not related to any trees, which is very disappointing. I hope they will fix that. Obviously, three starters. We already knew this. They get animations for them. Apparently, this is a reveal that he's based off of an apple or something. This is the champion of the region, which one of the new Pokemon. We'll see what the deal will be. Obviously, in Sword and Shield, and they've done a lot of different styles with the champions. From like the champion ends up being your rival. Like Gen 1, the champion was your rival. Gen 2, it ends up being Lance, who you only meet halfway through the game. Like most of the early ones, you don't meet them until later in the game. But they've had newer ones where you meet them at the beginning. Obviously, Leon's like a big one in the Sword and Shield. So it looks like you'll meet the champion. Oh, this guy. Absolute. I love this guy. I'm glad they're keeping this guy around. Um, Gen 1, baby. And he always says the new feature. So it looks like you can play just with people fully multiplayer, which is interesting. I don't think they've ever quite done something like that. So, or we're getting a lot of like different. Looks like your clothing will be a lot more optional because like some of the clothing looked very bad at the beginning there. I'm glad you can change it. Different areas. That one on the left is pretty interesting. It looks like it could be a desert area, which could be cool. We could be seeing like a North Africa type little extra area. The snow region's not really surprising. Yeah, so like this is clearly sort of an African. Well, I won't say African. This could be um a lot of things. It's got a very desert dryness. Oh, this is Fletchling back. Flaffy. These are the new. They look like Budu. They really look like Budu, but they're Smoliv because they're olives. I really like that. Smoliv is great. I do love that one pretty well. Obviously, gotta hand it for Lechonk. That's literally what it is. It's a pig. I mean, people are gonna love this thing forever. It's never that kid is very small. Choodle, whatever. Yeah, so they really look like gas stations. And they've got chairs on and they're outdoors. It's very weird if you think about it. Okay, trading, whatever. What, that they're not going to put trading in a Pokemon game? Lots of different things. So I guess there's definitely a snow area. And this is like a field of flowers type thing. It's very weird. Like a field of flowers with a windmill. Very strange. There's like sunflowers. I don't know, it's cool looking. Lots of different images of different places. And then they're going to show off the legendaries. I've seen this trailer before. I already know what happens, but I'm very interested to see what the practical differences will be between the two games, because like the two professors thing seems like a big deal, and the legendaries look really stupid. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, they're kind of cool, I guess, but like they're too busy. They're way too busy. Like they're way too busy to put on a box. I feel like that's a problem that they managed to have, like, Sword and Shield, sure, it was like, oh yeah, it's just dogs. But like you could look at a box and be like, oh yeah, that's the legendary. In like Sun and Moon didn't have legendaries on the box, I don't think. But like their legendaries are getting way too, like, they've got too much going on. And yeah, they're cool and stuff, but and it's got like a storybook thing, which is kind of cool. I like that aesthetic. I'm interested to see what they fully do with it because oh yeah, November. Uh because it's really the two professors thing, because like is that going to be an important part of it, or is that just going to be something extra that they decided to do? That they were like, oh yeah, we're going to have two professors in here instead of one. I don't know. I'll probably get it. I'm leaning towards Violet, I think, just because I like blue better than red in general. But it seems that they're going with a futurist one for this and like a more uh, medieval style for this one. Like assuming that like the professors are like if this guy's the futurist professor and this is the right, like that would work. But yeah, I don't know. Leaning towards Violet, but I'm not set on one way or another. Obviously, I haven't really announced what the actual differences will be, so. But yeah, there's my thoughts on this trailer.